Hello, my air signs. How are you? If you are of air element, being Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, this is your full moon reading in Virgo at this time. So, guys, anyway, let's get into your reading. And so, as always, we're going to understand what's happening for you guys moving ahead under this full moon in Virgo. And so, as usual, I have pre-drawn a card from the Moonology deck because we are, in fact, in that full moon in Virgo. But the overall message that surrounds the messages that have come out, it says you are good enough. Okay, you are good enough. So we're going to see how this message is going to tie in with the rest of your cards here in your spread. And also, in conjunction to that, I have pre-drawn 3 cards from the astrological deck because we are under 3 influences of the astrological energies, that of being of the sign itself of Virgo, but the message under Virgo is digest. So we're going to tap in and see exactly in what area you guys need to digest or sort out and release. Then we're going to move over into the second astrological energy of the 6th house because Virgo rules the 6th house. It speaks about sustainability. So we're going to see in what area sustainability is being called upon for you guys. And then we will round out with the last astrological energy, that of the planet Mercury, because Mercury rules the sign of Virgo, and it says messages. So we're going to get the final messages that you guys need to know moving ahead behind this full moon in Virgo. So the overall message that I got pertaining to your first astrological energy pertaining to that Virgo energy, the main message that I got with the cards that came out for you guys is this: digesting hurtful past trauma or attitudes about love. It's time to open up to new interactions and allow potential opportunities for love to unfold organically. Okay, so that was the overall message that I got because of the Knight of Cups, the Page of Swords, and then at the bottom of the deck, you guys got Temperance. Okay, so what do these energies mean, and why did I feel that the message was pertaining to love? Now, just before I continue, just know, just as I mentioned with the other elements, that just because this is the collective of you air signs, this still is a general reading. So you know what to do by now. Just only take the parts that you can identify with personally, and to leave the rest for your fellow viewers, okay? Because individually, it's going to be different for all of you. So you would know in what area of this reading will be more, that will resonate with you more, all right? So the Knight of Cups is an energy that is coming towards someone. And because we have the Page of Swords, it's coming toward you, air signs, because this is your element here showing up of air. Swords represents air signs. So I don't know if some of you might have been dealing with somebody. Now, I did get 2 messages pertaining to this first energy here. And for some of you might be in a connection with someone, but you guys are separated. So this could be someone that is looking to kind of come back towards you again, and you are not sure, because if you look very closely, it's kind of funny because actually, let me see, if you look, I got it the other way around. It's supposed to be like this. So the Knight of Cups is approaching, coming toward you guys, the Page of Swords. But the Page of Swords is looking toward this Cups here, okay, which means that some of you might have been or might be dealing with someone of water sign, which would be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but when you look at the Page of Swords, he's looking toward this person, coming toward him. And because the Swords here deals with cut right, sometimes it's like harsh communication, harsh words. It can mean different things. But for me, I feel that some of you are not sure about the person coming back towards you because, like I said, maybe there's been past trauma. Maybe there's been something that went on in that connection that, you remember it, that is still kind of stinging you. But it's almost like this Knight of Cups is trying to come back to kind of reconcile, to try to make amends. And if you look at his energy, it's almost like he's nervous because he's not sure. As he look at you coming toward you, he's not sure if you're going to take him back or her back. Because this could be flip the roles as it pertains to your gender. But basically, it's like he's nervous or she's nervous because they're not sure if you are willing to take them back. Now that's one message. Now for some of you, this can just be someone that is coming towards you, someone that you may have known. Maybe the timing back then wasn't right. So now maybe they are available. Maybe they were in a relationship and they weren't really readily available at that time to kind of come towards you. Now they're coming toward you. So this could be an energy that you may know or you may not know. Take it how it resonates. But nonetheless, this is a slow moving energy. So they're not sure. But for those that is looking for love, or perhaps, I won't say really looking for love, because I think that some of you air signs, like I said, might have been coming out or might be in the transition of coming out of a relationship, or in the past you might have been in a relationship and you're just kind of keeping to yourself. And so now I feel that this is the season that perhaps some of you might be coming toward love again, okay? And we have here at the bottom of the card, let's speak about the major arcana of the Temperance. So the Temperance is that some of you might have been, like I said, dealing with either a past connection, or this is someone that is coming toward you. But because of the Temperance here, the Temperance speaks upon the divine having their hands pertaining to this connection. So anytime I feel that whenever you have the divine that is kind of intervening, it's almost like having God. You hear people say, you know, without God in our relationship, it won't be successful. So I feel that you have the divine here that is looking upon this person that is approaching you, coming towards you. And I feel that although you might not be ready, or you are a little timid and kind of like on guard, because this is like someone who's on guard, okay? Now, if it's for those that this person that you were connected to and you guys split up or broke up, I feel that you guys are going to reconcile. Because of the Temperance. And the Temperance to me speaks about the divine. The divine sees that you guys had a timeout. The divine sees that if this is a relationship or a connection that's meant to be, then it's meant to be. Whether we are ready for it or not, whether we want it to be done, somewhere along the lines, the divine will see that this is a connection that was meant to be. It's just that maybe y'all just needed that time apart. And now the divine sees that it's time for you to reconcile and to come back together. So that's a message for maybe a portion of you. For others, this could be love in itself, that someone is coming towards you, toward a love offer, and you're putting up your shields. You're not sure about the idea of love again. But again, the divine knows what we need. So you might have other areas in your life that is going good, but that area seems to be lacking a true relationship or true love. And so again, the divine has their hands to say, step out. Because when we go back to the overview message under this full moon in Virgo, it does speak about being open to new realities, right? And so for some, it will be open to love. Now, that's what I got from that. Now, let's move over to the second energy, speaking upon the 6th house of sustainability. And what area will you guys need sustainability in? And you guys got the 7 of Cups with the 2 of Cups. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have here the 2 of Swords. So, you guys' energy is very much present in your reading, because I got a lot of swords here. I got a lot of cups too. So for some, you might be dealing with someone of water sign in some kind of way. I am going to take a little bit of the energy in the message coming from the digest, that energy from your first astrological energy, because I feel that because of the 2 of Swords, because of the 2 of Cups, it's still speaking upon love. So again, for some, this is going to pertain to love. having sustainability when it comes to being open to love. And remember the temperance? The temperance, again, is being divinely guided. That this connection, whether it's someone from your past, whether it's someone that you have temporarily separated from, or if it's just someone that is coming toward you to present you with an offer, that it might be your soul mate or your soul connection. Okay? And to me, you being the Page of Swords from the last energy, taking that energy from the Page of Swords, you guys are thinking about it. The Seven of Cups is about making decisions. You're not sure. You're really, really thinking it through. You know, and it's like, if I make the decision to take this person back, will the same mistakes happen again? Well, again, I feel that this might be what the divine is saying, that you guys were meant to be together. This is for some of you. It doesn't necessarily have to be that this will apply for the other portion of you, right? So for those that, like I said, might be thinking about it, giving another go, the divine says yes. Work on it. It's meant to be. The divine sees things that we may not see. The divine knows things that we may not know. The divine understands things and see further than we do. So even if we are not directly understanding why this person is returning back to us, it's not for us to know at that point in time, but to know that it is divinely guided. And somehow the divine sees that this person may be our soulmate. But again, at the end, you ultimately makes the decision in terms of whether or not you want to be able to entertain and have that person to come back into your life ultimately, right? Now, speaking about the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords here, this is you guys' energy coming up again. You are blocking, you are shielding. And sometimes when we are very solid and very determined to block something, it may not go the way we think. Because again, when we have the divine hands into something, whatever it may be, whether it may be love, money, whatever area of our life, whatever it is that we're trying to block, the divine is going to see something else different. So what we're trying to prevent, the divine is going to kind of like overdo that. It's going to undo what it is that we was trying to block away, if that makes sense. Okay? And now for some of you, if it's not pertaining to love or relationship, some of you, this is pertaining to, because the Two of Cups also deals with business contracts. So I think for some of you, it's work related. How so? It's because basically I got the other message is that, speaking of which, for some it's love, and then the other message is knowing your worth. It's going back to the message of the moon card, the moonology card, where it speaks about that you are good enough. So remember, when you know your worth, when you are good enough, you know your worth, right? And you're not settling for less when it comes to work. So when it comes on the work front, some of you might be offered something, but you know that it's less than what you know that you are worth. Okay, and you know that at the end you are not going to take anything that doesn't show your value in what it is, regardless of what it is, right? And so some of you might be making that decision, like, you know, okay, I do need work, I do need to generate some income, but I'm not going to just take chump change. I know that in the day I am worth more than what they are presenting me with, right? But also it could be where you don't want to find yourself overworking. You're putting out, but you're not receiving back. So what you're putting out, it has to match what you're receiving, right? Your hard work have to commensurate with the salary that will show all your work ethics, right? And so that's what I feel, that for some it will be work related, and then for some it will be love related. So you would know how this will kind of play into your own individual life. Okay, so that's what I got. And now as we move over to your last energy of messages, I asked Spirit, what is your final messages? What is their advice? What is the main thing that you need to know under this full moon in Virgo? So we got the Major Arcana of the World here. We have the King of Swords, And then at the bottom, we have the Five of Swords. So a lot of you guys' energy, like I said, has come up. And because it has come up, it just really kind of intensifies that you guys need to, at this point, and I wrote down what the message is the world is vast, right? This major arcana, it speaks about the world in itself is it's vast. So what does that mean? Open up to new realities. Expand upon all that life can offer you in the grandest way. Put down your heart shield, soften up, stop fighting, stop blocking the things that can potentially be yours. That is your final messages, guys. That you guys are putting up a shield. You're blocking yourself. Remember the Two of Swords here? And then we have here the Five of Swords. So the Two of Swords, for some of you, that you are putting up a shield, and then for some you are fighting. What are you fighting? You know, when it comes to love, we all need love, right? It may take time in which it comes, but at the end we all need love. But at the same time, you want to be able to tap into your heart chakra, right? Because we know air signs, particularly Aquarius, they kind of are the least emotional of the zodiacs on the chart. And basically sometimes you can be a little hard, not only on yourself, but to people. And when it comes to love and relationships, you guys tread with a certain type of shield anyway. And sometimes it's hard to kind of crack and penetrate. So you have to allow yourself to kind of tap into your heart chakra, to open up and be able to understand and know that at the end, the world is there for you to tap into, to open up and to allow any and everything that is with reason and that is, you know, fair, that you deserve it like anybody else. Okay? So don't never cheat yourself. And the King of Swords speaks upon, again, being so rigid, being very harsh. Soften up a little bit. Soften up the edges, right? This is a hard shield. Soften up those shields, right? And kind of know that at the end, you are good enough. All right, air signs. So that's what I got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Send some fire and electricity to that thumbs button to give me a like. For viewers that are viewing this reading and coming on this channel for the first time, if you're not, please subscribe to this channel so you can see more of these readings. And until the next one, I'm wishing all of you a wonderful Tuesday evening. Peace, love, and light. Bye.